Hey everybody, it is Sunday afternoon, and this is No Bones About Wrestling. Being Sunday afternoon, that means it is the Retro Wrestling Watch Along. You may not what's the word? You may not recognize me because I've shaved, but it is still me. I'm Asa. Uh, Below me is one of your other hosts, K Fabulous.
Hey.
And then Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling, your other
Hey.
host right there.
Yes.
And so this month, it is Sting's last month in professional wrestling. So all this month, we've been trying to recognize some of Sting's greatest matches during his career. And that's what we're doing today. So today we're watching an episode of WCW Monday Nitro. And it's one of the later episodes of Monday Nitro. It's from April 26, 1999. It is Season 5, Episode 17 of Monday Nitro. And it has Sting challenging for the WCW World Heavyweight title against Diamond Dallas Page. Should be a good one. That's not the main event of the show, actually, believe it or not. It's about halfway through the show, I think. There is a main event, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because the main event of the show actually gets made during the show. So I don't want to spoil what the main event is because I would spoil something that happens during the show for you. But we have Sting versus DDP for the world title. We also have Rey Mysterio Jr. taking on Psychosis for the WCW World Cruiserweight title. So that's going to be a fucking good match for sure. And if you just hopped on, if you didn't hear, we're watching WCW Monday Nitro from April 26, 1999. And on the WWE Network, it is Season 5, Episode 17 of WCW Monday Nitro. Season 5, Episode 17. April 26, 1999. Well, I'll go ahead and ask. So, Kay, who do you think is winning, Sting or DDP? Who do you think is winning this match?
I have Sting winning.
You have Sting winning? Dylan?
I think Sting as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Sting as well.
Okay. And yeah, this is an interesting time for WCW. They had been, destroying in 1997 through early 98. They had been destroying WWF in the ratings war, and it was an interesting time in wrestling then. First and only time WCW was ahead of WWF. But then WWF took over with the Austin McMahon feud. They took over. Mm-hmm. And this is about a year into that. The sides have been swapping victories, but now WWF is definitely in charge with the Attitude Era. WCW not too far behind them, but WWF is definitely in charge. WCW's ratings keep going down and down a little bit by a little bit more. And within 6 months of this episode, we're going to watch Vince Russo and Ed Ferrara, WWF's two head writers, hopped from WWF to WCW. And they thought they were going to save WCW, but they just made it a laughing stock. It was not a great product. It was definitely an unpredictable product that they made because it was so bizarre. You didn't know what the hell was going to happen on one episode to the next. But it was not a good product. But that's kind of where we are in WCW's history. As the episode, what does it say? With Ric Flair out, because I believe he was the on-screen ruler of WCW at this point. It says with Ric Flair out, the battle for control of WCW begins between Roddy Piper and Charles Robinson. And
Is that Little Nate?
Charles Robinson was the WCW referee, nicknamed Little Nate, because he was kind of a friend of Ric Flair's, who looked up to Ric Flair and even had his hair cut like Ric Flair's. So why he was in the position to run WCW, I forget. In the storyline, I forget. I guess he was
Because
representing.
he's little Nate.
He's little Nate. Yeah, he was kind of
He's
representing
little
the
Nate.
Ric Flair faction. And David Flair was still around at this point. Ric Flair's son, who won the United States title at one point. Terrible wrestler. Did not have the pedigree that Charlotte Flair. She got
Not
all
even
the
close.
wrestling talent. Yeah, David got none of it.
Is he the one that died?
No, Reed Flair is the one who died. David Flair is very much alive. But Reed Flair, right, is the one who had wrestling talent. Never became a pro, but he was very much talented in amateur wrestling. Reed Flair. But he passed away from a drug overdose, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
But just to set things up, that's kind of where we are. DDP had just won his first world title. I believe it was 15 days earlier at Spring Stampede, 1999. So he's just started his first ever world title reign.
Damn.
And is defending it against Sting here, and he's 40-something years old, and this is his first ever world title reign.
I'd like to change who I think is winning.
Yeah?
I'm going to change to DDP.
Changing
I'm still staying the
DDP.
same.
Okay.
I'm staying the same.
And what time is
He's
it?
had it for 15 days.
15 days.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
Okay. What time is it?
12:57.
All right. We got 3 minutes. 1 o'clock, we're going to start the episode. So, again, if you haven't found it yet, WCW Monday Nitro, April 26, 1999, Season 5, Episode 17. So if you've never seen a full episode of WCW Monday Nitro, now is your chance. It was fun. I enjoyed Nitro more than Raw back in the day, personally. I just enjoyed, I mean, you'll see there's a better variety of wrestling. You had the luchadors, you had the cruiserweights, and then you had some of the older heavyweights, you had the younger heavyweights. You just had more of like kind of a buffet of wrestling. You had more different styles, more different types of matches than you did in WWF. WCW was never as daring with the sexuality and the profanity and things like that as WWF was. Never as daring as all that. But I think looking back on it, not being 14 years old anymore or 15 years old, I think that's for the best. Because looking back on it, a lot of that WWF stuff is not in good taste at all anymore. And WCW still was more of a wrestling show than WWF. And when WCW, when it really went downhill, was when they tried being more like WWF. And like I said, when Vince Russo came in and tried to make it more like WWF, and that's when they really went downhill, and what led them to ruin, and what led them to getting bought by WWF. And Vince Russo was very much what destroyed WCW. There is a really good book, actually, I could recommend. It's called Nitro. It's all about the history of WCW, particularly from 1995 to 2001. Very good book. I've pretty much just started reading. I'm about like 1/5 of the way through. But it's a very good book. Very well written. Maybe the most well written wrestling book I've ever read, and I've read a bunch. It's called Nitro. Very good history, both of what happens in front of and behind the cameras for WCW. And it's not just the author's opinion. He interviews wrestlers. He interviews behind the scenes people for WCW. I mean, a lot of behind the scenes people. He tracks down a lot of people. Eric Bischoff is in there, and just a lot of people. You need to rewind it. Yeah.
It's 1 o'clock.
And it's 1 o'clock, so we're about to go live. Now I've killed enough time and talked about WCW and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna let you once again find it. Give you one quick second to find it. WCW Monday Nitro, April 26, 1999, Season 5, Episode 17. And we are going to go live and start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press play. There's the
I hate that logo.
new logo.
Oh my
I
God.
love that logo.
You can't tell what it says. That's the whole point of a logo.
The space age look. Oh, this is the week Rick Rude died. That's a shame.
Why are they using a mustacheless picture of Rick Rude?
That is sad.
Did he die again?
I believe it was heart related. I believe because of steroid use. He's a heavy steroid user.
I'm telling you, you need to take care of your dad.
It's the best thing for him. Surge. Can I tell you something? Surge was one of my favorite drinks
Oh
to
yes,
drink during this time.
yes.
And then Volt, when Volt
Wait,
came around.
during this time you were 1.
No, this is 99. I was
Wait, when
94.
were you born?
94.
You were 5. You're drinking Surge. Lord.
Listen, this body needed to be tainted somehow. You know what I mean? It needs to be built up like a goddamn beautiful gladiator. That's what I built it upon. Surge and Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
That's what I was built on too. But I quit with the Taco Bell at one point.
But Volt and Volt drink came around.
I drank Volt.
Yeah, I was a big Volt guy.
I remember Volt. You remember Citra?
Yep.
I like
Yep.
Citra.
I was only allowed to have soda on like very special occasions.
I drink soda every day, and I still don't drink soda, but now I drink diet soda.
There was no care for my well-being, so it was ruthless.
My dad fills a cup with seltzer water and then puts a dash of Pepsi in. So it's like when the Pepsi line like runs out at a store, you know, and you just get the like soda water without any of the syrup. It's like that. It's disgusting. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, he like fills a giant glass and then takes the Pepsi and it's like, and then that's it.
So here we're seeing a recap here. I guess Goldberg got a shot at the world title last week.
Yeah, the last episode. Yeah.
In comes rapist defender Kevin Nash.
Oh wait, he defended Vince?
Yeah, you didn't read that?
No.
Yeah, on his podcast, I believe it was. Yeah, you should look it up. Look it up.
I thought he defended Triple H more than Vince.
No.
It was Vince?
Yeah. Defended Triple H and Vince and attacked the woman's attorney.
It is the mental hospital episode.
Oh.
I know, he is disrupting the entire ward.
He thinks it's a high-dollar hotel. What are we gonna
Awesome.
What?
Yeah, you should read what Kevin Nash said. Not good.
Gentlemen,
Embarrassing for himself.
no nitro tonight. No. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear anything else about it. We will no nitro tonight. I'm sorry. No.
Here he comes, baby.
Okay. I like how he still has his fancy robes. Yeah, that's great.
And that's WCW. And here are the Nitro Girls. So welcome to WCW Monday Nitro, everybody. So DDP tried to cripple Goldberg, kept his world title. Ric Flair was involuntarily committed to a mental facility.
Because of his son signing
Because
papers.
of his stupid son signing papers, being tricked by Roddy Piper. And on the right, that's Charles Robinson.
Little Nate.
Lil Nate. And on the left is J.J. Dillon, former manager of the Four Horsemen.
I don't know how many times I got to tell you. I've looked through them. It clearly states that you're the vice president. It clearly states that if the president is
He's also a referee, famous referee.
vice president takes over next in charge. And
Right?
JJ
From the WWE referee?
person that signed it.
I don't think so. No.
Lawyers have looked through this.
I swear he was part of the WWE
The
like
one
in
on
the
the right.
2000s.
Yeah, Charles
Yeah.
Robinson. It was a referee.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Charles
yeah,
Robinson. I was about to say, yeah, that's the WWE referee.
Yeah.
yes.
He's been a ref forever.
Yeah.
You're a public commissioner.
So what I say goes.
What you say goes.
Right?
So if you're just joining us, watching WCW Monday Nitro, April 26, 1999, we are 6 minutes and 23 seconds in.
Rick's gonna be proud of me.
You got anything to say?
Woo, baby.
Oh my god, that was terrible. That's like the worst woo I've ever heard.
That's not worse than that guy in Iron Claws, woo.
That's true.
That guy.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And the Nitro Girls again.
The dumbest segment I ever seen in my life.
What?
This isn't a basketball game.
No,
The Nitro Girls were not needed.
That was such a genius move.
Nitro Girls?
I mean, it wasn't like my thing back in the day, but people love the Nitro Girls, man. Listen to that
Look
ovation.
at how many signs are in the audience. It's just a sea of them.
Yeah. Fargo, North Dakota. Nitro Girls were very popular. Oh. No Bobby Heenan. That's a shame.
Gorgeous George.
I swear, I read, and I swear there were like 9 matches on this. I don't know how they got fit them all in. We'll see. Let's have a couple of them must be short because could be wrong about the number.
Fargo, North Dakota, where never men and Ric Flair run scared. Obviously, Ric Flair is not here. He's back leaving baskets with Patch Adams. Did you notice how well he fit in back there, man?
People knew who Patch Adams was back then.
The movie.
It was before. I thought this was before the movie. This was after the movie. Okay.
Now that Ric Flair is incapacitated, we'll say, that makes
Oh, this is
me
'99.
the sole man in charge of the WCW. And we are going to have a big night tonight. Because you deserve it. First thing, I'm going to do this quick. Macho Man Randy Savage and his valet Gorgeous George, they've been having a tough time.
Gorgeous George was a valet.
No,
He bought the name, I believe,
Wow.
and used it as his valet. And the woman he was seeing, this woman like 20 years younger than him or something.
Oh, it's a woman named Gorgeous George.
Correct.
It's weird.
Says he can take on any man. Says he's nuts. This is what I say. I say tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Randy Savage against
Yeah, Papa Pump was champ.
Scott Steiner versus Randy Savage. The U.S. title.
now.
Well, as long as he's not doing math, I think that'll be in his best interest.
The People's Champion. A guy that has worked hard,
Not his favorite champion.
working wrestler they say ever. If he's the People's Champion, what do you people want to see? There he comes. There he is.
DDP and the Tiger King look a lot alike.
A little.
Yes.
DDP was a great world champion. He was hard. I mean, defended it and worked hard. I mean, he was a great champion. He deserved it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight
So what you're saying is he did only hold it for 15 days.
And that's not what I'm saying.
You can't change it now. The show started.
I already
Can't change
changed.
it.
I already changed the DDP. I'm not trying to change it.
He had multiple reigns. I could, you know.
Can't change it again, damn it.
that says he will defend his title against any man that wants to. Now,
He has some of the strangest eyebrows in the game. They're like red. His hair is blonde, his beard is brown, his eyebrows are red. Very strange.
stand up you are.
That's a chameleon right there.
He sent me a birthday greeting.
Don't you give
Did he really?
Well, I'm signed up for DDP yoga. And he sent me a
Oh,
birthday.
that's awesome.
I haven't done it in like a year and a half, but I'm signed up on it. It's pretty good. It's pretty intense if you do it right. It's intense.
One of
I
the
couldn't do it.
gladiator
I tried it.
guys. What?
I couldn't do it. I tried it once and like it was too hard for me.
Yeah, it's not just regular yoga. It's more involved than regular yoga.
One of the gladiators from the Gladiators podcast is doing the DDP yoga.
That's cool.
And yeah, he's like the first 3 days was the hardest I ever had.
It's good
And
for
then-
you. Man. You
yeah.
feel it. You feel it for sure.
Yeah, I'm
You're
thinking
welcome to
about it.
try it when you come over if you want.
No, I'm good. I'm good. No. No, there's gonna be a lot of eating and sitting around and watching TV and at a show that I'm going to be doing.
Well, that's a good DDP poster. Did you see that? That was a good drawing.
No, yeah, that is a good drawing. You see the Sting one?
Yeah, yeah. Felt like the DDP one was a little more impressive. They captured his essence well.
Features.
1 second. I'm the boss. I am your reality check. And I'm
Goldilocks.
tonight, you are defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Sting right here.
DDP, the hippies champ.
You have 45 minutes minutes to prepare before
10, 10, 420 rehabs for quitters. Unbelievable. The signage alone is hilarious.
Yeah, they put it up. They put the title match at 9 o'clock to go up against the beginning of Raw. Pretty smart. That's how you open a show. They don't come out and talk for 20 goddamn minutes. Here comes, I believe, Brian Adams of the New World Order.
Down, down, down,
Oh, I
down,
had
down.
my NWO shirt.
Yeah, you could have worn your NWO shirt. True. There's Brian Adams, formerly known as Crush in the WWF, of course.
Someone threw something at him.
I believe it. He's dead now, too. He was another big steroid user back in the day. I think he had it was either heart problems or a drug overdose. Same thing. Poor guy.
They're really keeping the volume
Odele.
down.
Eddie Guerrero?
No, Brian. Oh, Conan.
Ah, Conan. K-Dog.
So Conan, of course, if you don't know, he's the current booker of AAA in down in Mexico. Pretty influential figure in Mexico and Mexican wrestling.
He had a big role in Lucha Underground too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yep.
The fact that he has a no limit jersey is great.
What is that?
There's a rap group,
Oh.
No Limit Soldiers. They wrestled in WCW too for a short time. Conan used to be a good wrestler. This is after the point where he was a good wrestler, though. If you ask me.
Serious weight belts he's got on.
Big Sexy denied that he had anything to do with it. Big Sexy, what we recall a week ago, seemed to have some problems as well with a big pop, a little difference in opinion as well that happened last week. Obviously, there's a lot going on, but the major story that just broke moments ago is the fact that within this first hour of Monday Nitro, Sting will get a world title shot against world champion Diamond Dallas Page. What do you think about that moniker now of the People's Champion? He's not too well received by the people now.
It's wild how few NWO shirts you see now. It's kind of died down. If this were a year earlier, 1998, you would have seen a ton of NWO shirts in the audience. And signs as well.
I'm surprised at the amount of color you see in the audience on their shirts. Normally, like, it's a sea of black.
Yeah. Well, nowadays, yeah.
Well, no, but even in 1998, when we watched when NWO
True.
was big, it was like
True.
everyone was wearing a black shirt.
Mm. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta do something real quick.
It's just us now.
Yep, we gotta hold down the fort.
Gotta hold down the fort.
I can tell you no interesting facts about Nitro because I know nothing about Nitro.
That's what we want to hear.
I know Conan and Rey Mysterio have both advised Vikingo to do less flippy moves in his wrestling because he's going to injure his knees and wear out the cartilage in his knees and end his career early if he continues doing what he does.
I think Conan needs to worry about paying his people first
Yeah.
before he could talk about cartilage in his knees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Rey Mysterio, okay. But Conan, no. Okay.
Is he the one who like pays them, or is that that's the owner, isn't it? Because he's not the owner. That's that lady who came and awarded the belt at Triple Mania.
True. Yeah.
So she's the one not paying people.
I guess, yeah, true.
Allegedly.
And I guess people have been putting that on Conan, but it's not really his.
Yeah.
Not really his.
Well, if that's the case, then sorry, Conan. But if it isn't the
not really his
case,
fault.
fuck you, Conan.
But yeah, people keep putting that on him, but yeah, it's not his place to pay them. Yeah.
It's that woman that looks like the blonde lady from Absolutely Fabulous, but Hispanic.
Absolutely fabulous.
It's an old British comedy.
TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, this may be the worst. And it's in a terrible match, but this is probably gonna be the worst match on the show. I bet you. Not terrible, just an okay match.
Conan needs to not wrestle with those fucking 18-inch fucking spinner wheel earrings that he has on.
I was just thinking that, like, how did those not get ripped out of his head?
I would have ripped them out of his head.
I mean, like, even accidentally, like, those are big. Like, a finger gets caught in there, or, like, it just gets caught on someone's pants when they're doing a move.
My tax returns could cut.
You can't do a Hurricane Rana on that dude with those earrings. Not that Kevin Nash is gonna, or what's his name? What's his name?
Brian Adams.
Brian Adams is gonna. I picked Brian Adams. That was like an actual popular singer.
I believe that's his real name.
Oh.
Cool.
Man, Conan jumped over him. I'm surprised he still could at this point. Conan, not bad, not terrible, not terrible. Several years earlier, he still kind of had it back in like '95 and '96, and he had some problems. I think Conan has some serious kidney problems. I believe he might be on dialysis. I'm not sure about that, but I know he has some serious health problems now.
Who the hell is fighting him?
That's Horace Hogan, Stevie Ray, Vincent, Scott Norton.
Wait, is Vincent Virgil?
Yeah.
Who's not doing well, I hear.
Yeah, that's true. He also has health problems right now.
Yeah, Maurice,
Odd
the Mrs.
fella.
wife.
Follow him on like Instagram.
No, I saw it. I saw it on Twitter.
Ooh.
Yeah, Maurice with her
He posts about
hysterectomy.
Italian food a lot, but isn't talking about food as talking about people, but as if they were Italian food. It's very strange.
That's interesting. Hi, baby.
Yeah, he's weird.
Hi, Bobby. Hi,
Seems like
Bobby.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what is it? What health problems is it that Vincent Virgil is having?
Let me Google it. I don't want to say it incorrectly.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this is the NWO Black and White, the B team, and there's the Stinger.
Did they ever get sued by the Crow?
No,
Isn't that surprising?
that's surprising to me.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Maybe
basically
they
the Crow,
owned it.
right?
They might have owned it.
Oh, like they bought it?
They might have owned it. It's Warner Brothers.
Oh.
He suffered a series of strokes.
That's what it was.
Wow.
Yep.
I've never seen The Crow.
It's okay. That's Dwight's favorite movie
It is Dwight's favorite movie.
in The Office.
What?
The Crow.
Crow.
It is his favorite movie. You know that his family was a part of like a cult?
Say what?
Rainn Wilson's family?
Yeah, I watched a it's called Diary of a CEO on YouTube, where this guy interviews like very famous successful businessmen and women, and then he has like some celebrities on, like he had Busta Rhymes on recently, and then he had Rainn Wilson on, and his father took him and moved him into like the woods, and he was a favorite, like he was trying to be a musician or whatever. But when they were living in the woods, they like discovered this religion, and he's still a part of it. And it's supposed to be like a very well-known religion where like there's a lot of them still around to this day. And he was a part of this religious cult. Yeah. Like as a
Huh.
child. Yeah, it's wild.
I assumed he had hippie parents since his name was Rain.
Yeah. Very sad. Alcoholic. Rain was for a very long time. He's been sober for quite some time. Bad depression, anxiety.
Well, he did a show on like finding happiness around the world.
Yeah, have you
and
seen
he talks
that?
a lot about his depression. It's really good.
On,
No, I haven't.
What was that
It's
on?
on Peacock, yeah.
Yeah, it's I forget what it's called, but it's really a great show.
Yeah.
Uh,
We'll find the name and tell you.
it's a great-
good.
Please, yeah, because I'll
Great.
be interested.
where
I'm
he
watching
goes to different
what-
countries about seeing what makes them happy. You know, to to try and find happiness. And try and find why is he not happy, and what could make him happy, and this and that, and it's really interesting. It's very good.
Interesting.
There's
There's Raven.
We saw
Raven.
him in our last watch along, but he wasn't Raven.
True. He was last week. He was Scotty Flamingo.
Yes, he was.
Now he's full on Raven, and he's fighting a handicap match against the Armstrong brothers for some reason.
Yeah,
No idea.
I'm watching Parks and Rec for the first time.
Oh, that's
Oh,
just
great! Yeah, that's a great show.
Very interesting.
What season are you on?
2.
Oh, it gets much
Oh,
better.
yeah, it
It
gets
gets
better.
better and
Yeah,
better.
I'm on
It gets better
season
and better.
2. Chris Pratt and the girl are broken up.
Oh, Anne?
Yeah, and she's now dating Brian after he fell into the pit and like knocked his head or whatever. He's become a good guy. He's not like an animal anymore. Aziz Ansari is funny. I like him a lot.
Great.
But I think my favorite is Ron Swanson
Mhm.
by far.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just
All I can say is,
I hate the government. I'm not to the government.
What about me? What about Raven?
You know the way I see it, I ain't never seen an opera with a happy ending. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Look,
Quote the Raven, nevermore. I hope he gets his ass beat. I hope he gets his ass beat.
so apparently it was supposed to be he and Saturn against the Armstrongs, but the Four Horsemen beat up Saturn. I'm trying to think who's in the Four Horsemen at this point. I'm sure Benoit. I don't know who else. I'm trying to think who else.
Benoit, Guerrero.
No.
Are we talking about Ric Flair's Four Horsemen?
Well, I'm sure Flair has to be in the Horsemen.
But that's the Four Horsemen you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're not talking about the
All the
Radicals.
Four Horsemen, yeah.
You're not talking about the Radicals. Perry Saturn, Benoit,
No, the Four Horsemen.
Guerrero,
Four
okay.
Horsemen.
And then Dean Malenko.
So it's probably Flair, Malenko, Benoit.
I can't believe Benoit was a member of the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, for years, yeah.
That's wild. Wait, is that top rope rule in play here?
No. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Good question. Good question.
WCW at this point has finally gotten rid of the rule where if you throw someone over the top rope, you are disqualified.
Thank God.
Not a rule anymore.
And the pads are back now, right? On the outside.
Yes, and the
Yes.
pads are back.
Years ago, they put the pads back on. That was only during Bill Watts' regime. He only lasted a year in WCW.
He was the top rope rule guy too, though, wasn't he? Did you
No,
know
that was an old. That was back in the NWA days.
Oh,
Even
oh.
that was an old rule.
I thought that was him.
No, he was the one who said you can't jump off the top rope.
Oh,
He
okay.
told the wrestler that was a disqualification if you jump off the top rope. He was a fucking putz.
Did that only last a year or two?
Yes, yeah. That went away when he went away. Like I said, everyone hated him. All the wrestlers pretty much hated him.
They must have been so happy when he was gone. Probably threw a party.
I bet they did, yeah.
I would throw
The
a
only
party.
thing of note that Bill Watts did, and what he used to do in his independent days, I'm trying to think what territory he ran. I can't think right now. But he used to run a territory, and he used to put black champions. He always would have black guys as the champions. And he is the man who booked the first black world champion, Ron Simmons. Bill Watts.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
So that's his only good thing of note he ever did, was he booked Ron Simmons to win the world title.
Did John Cena get his jorts idea from Raven?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But I think Raven was the first man to wear jorts in wrestling.
Did you see that John Cena was a member of the Savannah Bananas for a night?
I did not.
Yeah, he came out with them with a belt.
When was this?
I saw it today, so I think it was yesterday.
And The Undertaker also
Yesterday.
was
What
at
month is it? It wasn't yesterday.
Oh, it wasn't yesterday.
It's fucking February.
Never mind. Yeah, we're in Georgia.
They didn't play no baseball in February.
In Georgia?
I don't think so, babe.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
There might be, but
I saw it today. I don't know when it
I
was.
don't
I
know.
assumed it was yesterday, but
Undertaker also did the World Cup thing with
not the World
Ronaldo.
Cup. It was some other thing.
Some soccer game.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, so the Undertaker was
Saudi
there.
Arabia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do anything for a check, I guess.
Money's money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. I'm not blaming him.
Sonya Deville got married.
I saw that. Yeah, good for her. Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville to her longtime partner, Tony Castano. So,
Good
yeah,
for her.
congratulations to them.
dating Dakota Kai. I thought it was her.
Shayna Baszler
Yeah.
and Dakota are a couple.
The Raven loses to the Armstrongs.
Kenny Omega's doing better.
Good.
Yeah, Tony Khan said that the other day in a press conference or an interview. He was saying that he's finally moving in the right direction. But there was some points where it was really bad. Like he could have died. The infection was that serious. So we're very happy to know that Kenny's moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it seems like everything's on the up and up. So very happy to hear that.
I think they still don't know if he needs surgery or not, though, because they said like a few weeks ago that it was going to be 7 weeks for it to heal enough to see if they could do surgery.
There's Flair back at the mental hospital.
Yeah. Call the National Guard.
I'll get it done.
Hey, Triple H, Charles,
Yeah.
Piper goes to jail. Hey, you moron, I told you to leave her alone. Get over there and leave her alone. Get alone.
It's weird that the patients are in scrubs because it's confusing as to who's a patient.
It's a hospital gown. That's not scrubs.
Some of them were in scrubs. They were wearing maroon scrubs underneath their hospital gowns.
Were they?
Yeah, and one of them had his hospital gown off.
Take care of your dad.
Surge. I want some Surge now.
Mm-hmm.
Was Surge just like Mountain Dew?
No, no. It was better than Mountain Dew. Better than Mountain Dew.
But it was the same like flavor profile?
No.
No?
Similar but not the same, not at all. It was better than Mountain Dew. It wasn't quite as acidic as Mountain Dew is.
51 grams of caffeine
And Surge.
in Surge. Trying to see where we could find it. Wait, Walmart still carry them?
What?
Walmart has a lot of third-party sellers online that they just sell through the Walmart site, but aren't really affiliated with Walmart. So like they sell retired Lego sets. For,
16-ounce cans of Surge, dude.
Really?
What? In Brooklyn? Hey, yo! I might be
Not around
I might
here,
be-
man.
Is this like?
Oh, it's out of stock.
Oh.
Damn it.
I didn't know Surge was still a thing. Is that?
Hold
Is that
on, let
like-
me see if Amazon sells it. They sell fucking kidneys at this point.
It'll only be a couple of years, and they will. I give it like 15 years, and they'll be selling organs on Amazon.
All right, so each can is oh no, this is a sticker. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't think you could get it anymore. The little nature boy.
He's the commissioner. He's running the show. Yet I saw you and J.J. Dillon conversing. I also saw you talking to the nature boy. I think he's flipped his gourd. What's the story right now? Are you running the company? I am in charge of this company. Not Roddy Piper. One thing for sure.
Would you ever try the Warheads sour drinks?
Maybe.
There's peach.
I'm only supposed to drink clear sodas now, though.
Let's see.
Roddy Piper coming back out. Yeah. So I've been drinking Sprite.
I thought it was the caffeine-free part. I didn't realize it was the color.
Yeah.
Well, Sprite is caffeine free, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
No, but I'm not. I can't drink like colored sodas. Yeah.
All right, there's no caffeine in these things.
You little leprechaun. I could eat bowls of soup off your head. You know
Yeah.
the only thing you're in charge of is Ric Flair's.
What the hell? What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know what that means.
What?
I could eat bowls of soup off your head
Because he's short.
because he's short. Yes, I see.
But he couldn't. He's not tall enough to eat bowls of soup off his head. That's a lie.
How'd you like to be the person behind the guy with the fucking kid on his shoulders? Fucking asshole.
What are you talking about?
Look in the front row. Some asshole's got a damn kid on his shoulders. What a fucking asshole. Not even a thought in the world about anybody else but his goddamn self and his stupid ass child.
Which, like, he's in the front, and it's a see-through barricade, like his kid can see.
Yeah.
My thing is, I can't wait to see if any of this stuff happens to when we go to the show and see Asa act out. I'm so excited for it.
What, handcuff him? Wait, he's fired, but he still has to wrestle Flair at Slamboree. How does that work?
I don't know. Could be an unsanctioned match.
For someone who doesn't work for the company?
Yep.
Where's Bischoff? Where's my boy Bish? Is he just in the back now?
No, I'm trying to think.
I think you should get Charles Robinson in the mental hospital.
He might have been let go at this point. I can't think of the date that he was let go.
Wait, why was he let go? Isn't it his company?
Who, Bischoff?
Yeah.
No, he
Ted
was
Turner's company,
it
isn't
was Ted Turner's company. He was the vice president of WCW. Yeah. He was the vice president of something, WCW. I forget what it was. Vice president of production or something like that. But no, Bischoff never owned it. No. Ted Turner owned it.
Yeah, he owns like more land in the U.S. than anyone. I think. At least
He's
he
still
used to.
alive, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ted Turner.
Turner.
I just thought about that. He's not dead.
He has restaurants now.
no, he's passed on.
No, he's not. He's still alive. Yeah, Ted Turner's still alive. Here he comes, the Stinger.
Yeah, he's 85.
Yeah.
Wow. November 19th is his birthday. Wow.
Well, he owned WCW, and they merged with Time Warner. And then I guess Turner still owned it.
Isn't the song
Yeah.
that isn't the song that DDP is playing his famous song?
What?
No,
Isn't the song that DDP is playing a famous song?
no,
It sounds like a Nirvana song.
no, but this, I think this was a replacement song. This was not his real music, I don't believe. I think this is a replacement. But his real music did sound like "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
Right. Okay. Because I was like, I know he used a Nirvana song in his life. But
Okay, he didn't use it. He didn't use it. He just used it like a sound-alike song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, his entrance music used to sound very much like "Smells Like Teen Spirit." Yeah. For the big gold, DDP and Sting.
I always liked DDP.
Yeah, definitely.
DDP never did me wrong.
No, I've never heard anything negative about him. Never. His book was very good too. Positively Page, good book. Good biography, autobiography, I should say.
Would you like to hear a funny story about DDP?
All right.
So Mick Foley was at a chiropractor, and the guy asked him if there's any funny stories of DDP that no one really knew about. And there's one that I think Foley said he talks about on his show, where they were on the road, and it was him, Austin, and DDP.
I think I know the story, but go ahead.
And they realized that he would sleep naked. So, Stone asked Foley, because he had a lot more leverage at the time, and he was more of a senior in wrestling. So he sat down DDP, and he was like, "Hey, is there any chance you could start like wearing something to bed, and DDP is like, nah, man, I gotta be ready. I gotta be ready for when the girls come or whatever. And what they decided to do was take a whole bunch of cookies and put it in DDP's bed.
Yeah.
So when DDP went into his bed, he was full of cookies, and he started throwing cookies at Foley and Austin and tried to choke him out with the fucking cookies. And I was like, that's such a great story
Yeah, I love
about DDP. Oh, man.
that. Was in Foley's book, and
It was? Okay.
I was laughing out loud when I read that story. That's one of the best parts of the book. Yeah,
That's such a great story about
Yeah.
DDP, man.
He was like yelling. He was like, "Who the fuck put all these cookies in my bed?"
If I ever get a chance to interview DDP, I have to ask him about the story. I'm gonna be like, so we heard the story about cookies in your bed long time ago with Stone Cold and Mick Foley. Is there any chance you can elaborate and maybe retell the story for those who don't know this absolutely amazing story about you?
Yeah. That shows you the people WCW let get away. They used to have DDP, Stone Cold, Mick Foley, all in the same company.
Well, Bischoff let Stone Cold go.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have anything for him. They weren't doing anything with him in a singles career.
Well, he was injured.
They paired him up,
wasn't he?
What?
Wasn't he injured at the time?
No, he wasn't. Or maybe he might have been injured.
I believe he was.
But then they put him with Brian Pillman to make the Varsity Blondes and
Hollywood Blondes,
and that was working out really well. But then all of a sudden, Eric one day just said, "All right, you're out. There's nothing really for you. There's not really happening with the blondes that we have," and that was that. So they let Stone Cold go. So that promo that he cut in ECW, Paul Heyman said, actually gave him the little flame to make because he was trying to make a promo, and he was like, he had a couple of takes, and Paul said, why don't you just talk about how you feel when Eric Bischoff let you go? And then he cut that very famous promo of him in ECW with the hat on. And that kind of shot his ECW career into flames. Yeah. And Paul was the first one to tell Mick Foley that he should go to WWF.
Yeah.
Mick Foley wasn't going to go. Foley was happy. Foley was happy with Paul and ECW and being able to travel and stuff. But whatchamacallit? Yeah. Paul was like, you 100% deserve to go to WWF. You are one of the best I've ever had here. So it only is right. And yeah, pushed him to actually go into WWF. So thank you, Paul.
Paul Heyman's a weird figure. I don't know how I feel about him. He's done a lot of good for wrestling, but he's done some not so good.
He's done some really shitty shit as well.
Things, yeah.
A lot of checks bounced during ECW time.
And he pretty much cost Chris Candido his fucking house.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
Yeah. And but people love him.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have a very good match going on here.
Wonder how long it takes him to put that makeup on.
I don't know. DDP, some people didn't I've heard didn't like working with him as much, maybe at first, because DDP was infamous for he wanted everything in the match planned. Like beforehand. He wanted every single thing planned out beforehand. But then people, once they worked with him and they saw how good it turned out, they were fine with it. You know what I mean? But a lot of guys don't like working that way.
Well, it's better to have a plan than winging.
That's the way I think, yeah. But just a lot of guys don't like working that way and don't like having all that shit to remember and just kind of want to like feel it in the ring, you know?
Yeah. See, like I wouldn't mind that. I would just tell him that if you see me slipping, just kind of tell me, go to the corner, so that way I kind of can figure out the steps that I'm missing to keep on plan. But I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh. I'm the champion of the world.
Kay, you've been very quiet today. What are you thinking over there?
I'm watching the match.
Yeah?
It's been good.
You enjoying it? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The DDPs. Right in the DDPs.
Right in the DDP?
Oh no, the elbow. You dirty prick.
Mm.
Like Page watching this right now, you can see that momentary look of disdain on his face.
Ooh. Sting blocked it. Holding onto the rope there.
There it is. Jesus. Nice splash.
Mm. Almost. Hmm.
No, I always wondered how the tape around their fingers don't cause circulation problems.
Mhm.
I mean, I know they're moving their fingers while it's taped up still, but
Yeah, it must just be like really loose tape.
yeah.
And now the mandatory 10 count by referee Mickey J. Both men who are spent.
Keep thinking he says Mickey James.
Yeah, Mickey J, long-time WCW referee there.
Oh, nice clothesline.
Mhm.
Are we going for the cutter? Nope, roll up.
Both of these men on the verge of mixing several times.
Look at Ripley.
She needs pets.
Ooh, pile driver.
Oh, a weird looking pile driver.
Yeah.
Why the hell didn't DDP grab this leg?
Hmm? Oh.
So a little bit of inside baseball here.
Mm-hmm.
If the person that's being pinned has his eyes open, means that they're going to kick out. If they have their eyes closed, that means the match is over.
Hmm.
I learned that. I learned that from a wrestler.
Hmm.
Sting won.
Mm-hmm.
You called it, Dylan.
There goes Stinger, the
Greatest of all
new
time.
WCW World Champion. Sting blocked the diamond cutter by holding onto the rope and hits the Scorpion Death Drop for the pin.
Ripley, we did it. I'm back, and I'm back in black.
Nice. Very good match.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. If you're just joining us, we are at an hour, 5 minutes, 45 seconds into this episode of Monday Nitro. And now we're about to see Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio Jr.
Here on WCW Monday Nitro. We're all going to take a big breath, and we're going to come back with more. Only on TNT.
Well, in a minute, we're going to see Psychosis versus Rey Mysterio Jr.
How about that, you bunch of morons?
Very caring portrayal of mental illness by WCW.
We are back, and we are just catching our
Top of the food chain.
What?
Top of the food chain type of care right there.
Say what? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like, there's no real portrayal of a fucking mental illness there. Is there?
Say what?
That's not really like a portrayal of it. I mean, like some of it's real for sure.
Yeah, it's a portrayal of mental illness.
Well, yeah, but like that's not. I don't know. Never mind. I feel like now I'll get canceled if I continue. If I continue on, because
Unmasked Rey Mysterio. He just looks like a mini Conan with his outfit.
Rey Mysterio Jr. one half of the World Tag Team Champions. I'm not sure with whom. Maybe with Billy Kidman. Maybe. I bet.
you mean Billy Gunn?
No, Billy Kidman. You don't know Kidman?
Aren't they the same people?
No.
They're not the same people.
No.
I always
Billy
thought they were the same
Kidman
people.
Billy Kidman was a white cruiserweight. He wore jean shorts and a wife beater tank top and had greasy black hair. And he was in Raven's flock for a while, and then he joined with the Filthy Animals with Conan and Rey Mysterio and Conan and Rey Mysterio. Yeah. Here comes fucking Psychosis, the cruiserweight champion, one of my favorite luchadors of all time. As is Rey Mysterio Jr., of course. That goes without saying, I think.
It's so weird looking at Ray without a mask on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got introduced to Ray in WWE when he had the mask on. So when I went back to watch Ray without the mask on, it was weird.
I got kind of used to it without it. But it is weird now. It's weird now, yeah.
It's weird seeing him with brown eyes instead of his like blue white contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Mick Foley just took Rey Mysterio's mask and one of the new WWE treasures. The one that Eddie Guerrero ripped in half.
Yeah.
And put that in the vault.
That's cool.
Yeah. Ooh, nice reversal.
Wait, they're not putting that stuff in a museum. They're just putting it in a vault.
Well, their museum.
But like, is the public allowed to go to that museum?
I don't believe so.
They need to watch Indiana Jones.
So wait, whose museum? Whose museum?
WWE.
Oh, okay.
As like a part of history. I don't believe it's like for the public.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But it's for them.
It's weird. WWE is a strange place.
Yeah. Indiana Jones is getting a video game
Oh,
I
nice.
saw that. Yeah.
Okay,
coming out this year.
nice. That's exciting.
Yeah. Also, Xbox is going to stop making consoles.
What?
Yep.
Why?
The consoles that we have right now seems like the last ones they'll ever make. And they're going to start putting games like Halo, Gears of War, and all their big party exclusives on PlayStation and Switch.
What?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Why?
Because they want people to play all of their stuff everywhere. And since, every company has their exclusives and you'd have to buy the console, and they clearly know that people aren't buying Xboxes as much as they're buying PlayStations or Switches, they said, well, why don't we just put them on those consoles so that way they could be accessible for everybody. So, yes, there's a possibility that Halo, all the Halo games ever made, including their multiplayer, Gears of War, all the games they've ever made, including new ones coming out, and every other Xbox exclusive will be available on PlayStation and Switch.
Crazy.
That's insane. So now the only point of an Xbox is Game Pass, which is smart because if you want to still have a console, they could just make the smaller Xboxes like the one Series S or that are all digital, so they can move to an all digital platform and have. Ooh, that was bad. But they then can have their games available on all the other places.
It's Benoit Malenko. Yeah. Well, that's wild. I can't believe that.
Yeah, it was like big news last week.
It's big news. I can't. I'm just out of touch with the video game world. I need to get. It's because I don't buy but a couple games a year really. So
Yeah.
a couple big games a year. But I'm gonna get back into it now. Now that I'm working, can maybe buy a couple games, but need a couple more for the Xbox.
No, that was good. That was a good move.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Yeah, but what's nice is like that new Indiana Jones game is going to be available on Game Pass. So instead of buying it for $70 for Xbox users, you can just have the Xbox Game Pass for $15 and now have the ability to play that. Which, in all honesty, it is a cheaper option, not for nothing. Games are $70 starting out now. Deluxe editions are $100, $120, and then the bigger ones are $150.
They won the belt.
New cruiserweight champion.
Double belt, right?
New champions all over the place. Well, that match was not what I was hoping it to be at all.
That's good.
It was good, but it wasn't what I was expecting out of Rey Mysterio Jr. and Psychosis. Psychosis.
Yeah, Malenko and Benoit both in Horsemen.
Mm-hmm. And both in polo shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kidman is his partner, yeah.
So Reza, Ray, 2 belts.
Mm-hmm. Tag champ and the cruiserweight champ. Good for him. Rey Mysterio deserves all the damn belts.
Talent.
Mm-hmm. Rey Mysterio is one of the most influential wrestlers of all time.
Yes.
We got a hardcore match coming up. We got Horace Hogan coming up. We got Mikey Whipwreck.
I keep forgetting this isn't a pay-per-view. You know, like the matches have been good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to be
It's a good
meeting.
period. WCW, like I said, WCW was good during this period.
I'm about to be meeting Mikey Whipwreck and watching him in action
That's awesome.
at Psycho Circus.
I can't believe he's still wrestling. NWO Wolfpack coming up.
Yep. And FBI, Nunzio. Nunzio will also be in action,
That's awesome.
which
I
is
love
fucking hilarious.
It's great. Who is this here? Oh, Kevin fucking Nash.
Big Sexy.
Big fuck face.
Oh, man. It's going to be so weird playing Halo on a PlayStation. Like,
It's weird.
it's fucking wild.
Weird.
Or on a Switch.
That's weird.
You know, I just got informed in the back from one of Charles Robinson's stooges that Slamboree, the main event now is Sting versus Goldberg for the world belt.
I'm gonna go get some food from downstairs. Like, I'm tired already of Kevin Nash talking. I already listened to his podcast. I'm already tired of it. So I'll be right back.
Well, let me rest assured, the Big Sexy has not forgotten. So since tonight, Bill Goldberg's in the back. We've already seen Sting and Paige. Big Sexy's definitely in the house.
What are you doing?
So Sting, I throw this challenge out to you because without you, this doesn't happen tonight. Tonight, in this ring, since the four of us can't seem to work this out, I challenge Goldberg, I challenge Paige, I challenge you, new champion Sting, tonight!
Oh, is this the main event? Sting and Paige have to wrestle again? That doesn't seem fair.
Four of us have a four-way dance. Whoever gets a pinfall walks out of Fargo the world champion.
Guys, you get to just make that match.
It's a challenge.
Don't worry, I got Mike here in the car. Wait for an answer, boys.
So Kevin Nash lays down the challenge there. Big Dum Dum.
Charles. Nick, boy, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, that's great. That's glorious. Tonight, world title on the line. Four-way match. Nash. Goldberg. Sting. And Paige. Tracked on Nitro.
Okay, you got it. I'll do it.
Make that match tonight.
I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen, Rick.
Goldberg. Sting on Nitro tonight for the world title. And Triple H. Ready.
So that buff nurse there would later become, I believe, I could be wrong here. I think she later becomes Asia, Asya, in WCW. This may be the hardcore #1 contender match coming up here. It is not. This is Eric Watts. So you know the promoter I was talking about, Bill Watts? That's his son.
Oh.
So one of the other dumb things he did was push his son down everybody's throats when he was the booker. He was just shitty. He was a piece of shit. Bill Watts. Worst kind of boss you would want to have. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Just a shithole. Fuck him. Bam Bam Bigelow, rest in peace. Man, it's a shame seeing several dead guys on this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bam Bam, Brian Adams, who else? Who else is dead? Roddy Piper.
Well, it started with Rick Rude being dead.
Rick Rude, started with Rick Rude just dying. That's a shame.
Well, I don't know. That's something we're going to have to hear directly from Sting about. All right, it's going to be Bam Bam Bigelow and Eric Watts. Bigelow, the self-proclaimed and rightfully so king of hardcore, Mr. Extreme, here at WCW against a fine second-generation wrestler, Eric Watts, making his money off the field, by the way. Eric Watts recently returned to wrestling. First appearance on Nitro for the former college football player, the former quarterback from Louisville, and doing quite well in the early going against the beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Terrible.
Well, at least it was short.
Yeah.
And here's the replay gentlemen. There it is, the greetings from Asbury Park delivered by Bigelow to Eric Watts. The hook of the leg, the 3 count. And you're right, at this point, Bigelow awaits the 4-way hardcore match later this evening. And let's take you now to meet Gene Okerlund, Gene. WCW World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sting.
You forgot to bring the belt, I guess. You're back. Well, Kevin Nash came out.
What happened?
Kevin Nash came out and he challenged. Well, here, listen.
But now all of a sudden, Kevin Nash is coming out and making stipulations. He's talking about a four-way match with your title on the line. I said
Kevin Nash is an idiot.
I'll say it again tonight. I am back.
Will you make me a bagel?
Yes. Cream cheese?
You give me the last one? God damn it.
Take the last one last night.
No more whining going on in the dressing room in the back.
How about toast with avocado?
I want
I think we have a.
DDP, Nash, the Stinger. Did you think I would say no? Not a chance. I'll see you later on tonight. All right.
Yeah, so we got a main event. Goldberg, DDP, Nash, Sting for the world title
Tonight.
tonight.
Uh-oh. I don't think Sting's keeping that title now. Well, at least I got it right once. You know what I mean? At least I got a W once.
Well, who do you think's winning that one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta think about it.
Goldberg.
I don't know.
Who's that?
That is Ming. Ming, of course, formerly known in WWF as Haku and King Haku. And you missed Bam Bam Bigelow beat Eric Watts. That was a squash match. I think we're going to see Booker T versus Ming. Yeah. World television title match here.
I love Booker T.
Do you want some soy sausage and toast with cream cheese? How many pieces of sausage?
Huh?
How many pieces of sausage?
2.
How many pieces of toast?
2.
Cream cheese or butter?
Maybe babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a 4-way hardcore match, the 4-way main event, and
Oh, no. I don't know
versus,
who to pick.
Scott Steiner versus Randy Savage still to come.
I don't think they give it back to DDP. It would just be weird. I feel like it's Nash, but I know Nash won in 98.
Well, he won it from Goldberg.
Right, in 98, so I don't... I'll say DDP. Just for shits and giggles, I'll say DDP. Do you know who wins?
I do, yes.
Okay. not an elimination match, right? It's just a fatal 4-way.
I think it's just like one pinfall wins it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go DDP just for shits and giggles. I definitely think I'm wrong. For some reason, I see Goldberg or Sting retaining, but I'll say DDP for shits and giggles.
Right.
Yeah. Why not? Booker T is winning this one.
Yeah. He's like the king of the world television title at this point.
Yeah.
Which I used to love that title. It's a good
He became world heavyweight champion in the last episode of fucking WCW.
Say what?
Booker T became the champion on the last episode of WCW.
Mm-hmm. And who did he beat? Scott Steiner, wasn't it?
I think it was Steiner, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait to start my new job on Tuesday. I feel like I'm in a prison sentence. And I'm on my last 2 days.
Take a walk. Go take a walk somewhere, you know?
I've been so fucking lazy.
Go watch a movie. Go watch a movie.
Fucking lazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've been so... Because it was just like... It was so abrupt when it all happened that, like, I didn't know what to do. I was like...
Yeah.
Wait, I don't go to work tomorrow. So I can stay up tonight. Like, that was my first thought. I was like, wow, I'm going to stay up tonight.
Yeah.
I'll actually be able to stay up to watch Raw. Like, but, yeah, that's why I started doing the Raw watch-alongs. But I think I get off, like, Monday, Wednesdays anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, I'm not going to change. It might be, like, it might be Tuesday, Thursdays. It might be Sunday, Monday. I have no idea yet. I'll know Tuesday what it's looking like. But for the first year, I'm not bitching. I'm not complaining. I'm literally just taking whatever they give me.
You just tell them Sundays at 12:45. You got somewhere to be.
Yeah, I don't know about all that anymore.
What? Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that. I mean, if you want to change the time, like I'm gonna try to start work at like 6 in the morning. Which means that I would be done like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we could change the time.
I know the first 2 weeks I'm training, so I'll see what the times are and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can change the time. It's not a problem at all.
I mean, if you guys want to do like a night one going forward, you know, something at like 6 p.m., you know. Because, like, I know the watch-alongs and stuff for all the regular shows that I do are going to stay the same. And the podcast will stay the same. But just like the Crown Jewel and Perth, I'll probably be missing.
Stevie Ray came in to interfere for his brother, and Booker T keeps the title. It was a decent little match there. And here comes Rick Steiner.
You know, you don't really hear of Stevie Ray in the WWF at all.
Hear about what?
Stevie Ray in the WWF
He
after
never,
his
he,
stint.
he
I
never
don't.
went.
Yeah, I don't think he ever went, but
Yeah, he never went. Did Harlem Heat get in the Hall of Fame? Or just Booker T? That's fucked up. That's
yeah,
fucked up. Harlem Heat should be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah. I'll double check that right now, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they're in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, they do.
Harlem Heat is?
2019.
Oh, good. Okay. That's cool.
Stevie Ray and Booker T both accepted it.
Good.
Good. They were an amazing tag team. And they were real brothers. That's the craziest part. Real
Were they?
brothers. Yeah,
Were they?
that's his actual brother.
Huh.
Yeah. Have you ever heard? Did you ever listen of the Booker T story? Like of Booker T's life?
No, I've heard a little of it, but I haven't not in depth really. No.
His mother went for a routine operation
Mm-hmm.
for something, and she died on the table.
It's terrible.
And they used to live in a home where their lights were cut out. It was him, Stevie, his other brother, and his like 3 sisters. They all had one sister worked, the other one worked. So that's how they started paying for rent and stuff like that. One of the brothers sold drugs, so that way they could pay for rent. And then Booker T used to work at Wendy's. Then he started robbing the Wendy's that he worked at.
I was gonna say, I know he was a criminal.
He robbed the Wendy's that he worked at, and he got away with it the first time. Then he started doing it often. And then one night he was driving home, and then he got caught and got busted.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey everybody! If you're just joining us, watching Monday Nitro from April 26, 1999, we are at 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 36 seconds in. Right now, they're telling us about Hollywood Hogan's knee surgery. And there's Eric Bischoff, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, that's Bish. Look at his hair. Holy shit, it's fucking gray.
Yeah, you never seen him with that?
No.
Really?
I've always seen him with the jet black hair.
Oh. Yeah, Hogan, I don't think after this, I don't think Hogan ever came back to WCW. I think that Spring Stampede 99 was his final WCW match, wasn't it? I don't think he ever came back.
I think so.
He had this knee surgery and never came back. But then he did come to WWF.
Again.
Wait a second. No. I'm all wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. No, he's back. He comes back. Hogan comes back. I was totally wrong. He comes back.
I'd ask the doctor, can you also take off that black dye off of Hulk Hogan as well?
Why are they showing this?
It's because Hulk Hogan.
He had a lot of wear, as we said, on the outer half of his knee joint. He was very too low. Really got his knee out here, full extension, which is what the Bells was hoping to accomplish. Of course, that lost the motion and extension. It's been there for years. It was a fairly warm knee that's been probably athletic. So we're going to see him on the sidelines for a while.
Keeping Hollywood under wraps, so to speak, or contained as far as what he can do is a big question. And one of our primary goals, he's used to putting up with a lot of pain in his knee joint, and consequently, he'll tend to push himself. And with a good athlete as he is, he'll want to exercise to probably a higher degree than what he's capable of, and that will have deleterious effects on the knee joint.
We're going to break it loose in the ring. It's a four-corner horse tournament. Back with the gorgeous Cassidy. Horse. We'll be coming out here. Horse Hogan.
Can I say that I've heard of Mikey Whipwreck, never seen him wrestle. Never seen him wrestle.
This won't
So
be a
now
good.
I'm about to watch him wrestle for the first time.
This won't be a good example. I would watch some ECW stuff.
Oh, yeah. I want you to book that for Slammery. Rick Steiner versus Booker T at Slammery.
Steiner,
You
are the greatest, Rick. The greatest.
Well, one more thing. Make that four-way match tonight. No disqualification. There must be a winner. There must be a world champion. Can you do it, Charles?
I can do it. No DQ. Must be a winner.
I'll get back to you later, brother.
All right.
I'll get brother. I'm going to complain. We'll be back to you. I think. Let's look up the guy from brother. I'm going to get you some soul, man. Come on. I don't know what's up, brother. Come on, man. You got it? Yeah, show me some soul, man. Get some rhythm.
I would pay anything to party with Ric Flair.
It's Scott Hall. Scott Hall's in the mental hospital. And now he's gone. Here we go. Brian Knobbs, Horace Hogan, Mikey Whipwreck, and who?
Horace.
Oh, Hack.
Hack.
Formerly known as the Sandman in ECW.
I love Sandman.
Yeah.
I thought that was Sandman in the video package, but I didn't want to say it just in case I was wrong.
Lord. The WCW's hardcore division was pretty good. They went at each other, man. They were not fucking around. I think they were like, if we're gonna call this hardcore, let's really do it. I mean, and they got people like Sandman and Brian Knobbs in there and shit, Mikey Whipwreck. You know, so you got some tough guys. Whereas Hogan, I don't know what he's doing in there, and neither does he.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking zombie.
Yeah. Pit stop.
Oh,
Surge. I don't know if you've heard, but Surge.
I'd pay anything to get a Surge bottle again.
That was my favorite soda. Really was. It was too pure for this world.
Who was the company that made Surge?
Hope.
We're gonna get on that.
All right.
I'm gonna make some calls.
Get them on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, listen, I know you don't want it, but a lot of us want it. Bring back Surge. There's a Surge for Surge. We'll get you a 12-pack.
I appreciate it.
Get you a 12-pack, and I'll eat a bowl of beets for it. All right? I think that's fair. I think that's a fair trade.
Lord. Oh my God. I hate seeing unprotected head chair shots nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
It's what we know about concussions. I hate seeing them nowadays. I used to think they were awesome, but nowadays I can't stand to watch them. That was awesome.
Mike.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's Hulk Hogan's nephew.
Oh.
Horace Hogan. Hulk Hogan's nephew.
I realize.
Oh, filthy men's room sign.
Ah, yes. Three of the toughest men you'll ever find. Horace is a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry, Horace.
Horace took off his NWO belt. Oh.
Who's that girl?
That girl is Chastity. She's with Hack. She was also a porn star.
A porn star named Chastity?
Oh! Shit! Just stay there. I would just stay there now. You've now made a new home.
Knobs blocked it with the trash can. Oh, but then got hit with a kendo stick and fell off. What have you thought of Nitro thus far?
It's been good.
Pretty good.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Classic. I love Nitro. I always liked WCW.
Yeah, been a pretty good show. Actually, a pretty good show.
The next show I got to
Look
binge
at that
watch.
shit. That was awesome.
The next show I got to binge watch is ECW.
Yeah. He's back in the day when I was a kid. ECW was my favorite. Brian Knobs gets the win.
my guy.
That was a pretty fun hardcore match there.
You got your bone.
Gates of Nastyville have now been opened. So get ready to feel the taste of nasty sensation. Okay.
Whatever that means.
Sensation, I guess, in many ways.
Shut up. The Macho Man.
Yep. So we got what? We got 23 minutes left. So we got Steiner versus Savage for the U.S. title, and then we got the main event for the world title left.
I got a message for you, Roddy Piper. Real men don't wear skirts. And I'm in the NWO, and I don't take anything from the WCW officials. I do what I want.
Look at the kid giving the finger on the
Yeah,
dad's
fun.
shoulders. I
Yeah.
love it. Double finger action to Scott Steiner.
If you beat me, you're the U.S. champ. But if I beat you, I get to take your freak and show her what it's like to be with a real macho man. So macho man, if you want to take
Jesus, look at the veins coming out of the arms.
get your butt down here. 'Cause
He's
I'm gonna
first.
Scott Steiner, baby.
action like we've seen tonight is only available in WCW arenas on the 13th and 29th of the Bryce Jordan Center in State. Thursday, May 13th,
What up, Match?
What was it? Savage had a heart attack while he was behind the wheel of a car.
Driving, yeah.
Christ.
That's how he died.
Yeah. It
Was
was
it
with
the-
his
was
wife
it
at the
the-
time.
Was it the
Yeah.
heart attack that killed him or the crash that killed him?
No, heart attack. It was instant. He died instantly.
The heart attack
He-
killed him.
Yeah, so he had a heart attack while he was behind the wheel with his wife, and they, when he slumped over, the car crashed, and whatchamacallit, by the time the paramedics and everybody came, he was already gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Very sad.
I remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember that day. Yeah.
Hulk Hogan said at the time that Macho Man was out of wrestling, he said Macho Man was the happiest he's ever seen him. But Macho Man was a big paranoid.
Yeah.
Huge. They put cameras in Gorgeous George's home. And Gorgeous George found out about it when she was cleaning the house. This panel
Mm-hmm.
fell out. and it had all the TVs in it. And she was like, "Why does that room look familiar?" And then she realized it was her house.
Wait, say it again?
Not sure. Put cameras in Big George's.
No, I got that.
She would clean the Macho Man's house when she stayed with Randy.
Yeah.
And while she was cleaning, she hit like a panel covering. And when it knocked loose, she saw a bunch of monitors inside the wall. And when she was looking at the monitors, she was realizing that it looked very familiar. And then she realized that it was her house. And he put cameras in her house throughout her whole entire house because he thought that she was cheating on him. And yeah, so it was wild. He was like big time paranoid.
Yeah. Well, was she?
I don't think so. But I mean, Gorgeous George was also a porn star, so she was a stripper.
I don't think she was a porn star.
Stripper.
Stripper, yeah. Wait, what? What?
What's crazy about Gorgeous George? She was walking into work late, where Macho Man was about to meet her, and the bouncer didn't believe that she was one of the workers, so he threw her out in the middle of the street. And then Macho Man saw her on the ground and helped her up and was talking to her. And he was like, "Well, if you ever need anything, let me know." And he gave her his number. And then after that, like a week or two later, she called him. And then they started dating.
The bouncer didn't believe that woman was a stripper?
That worked in the building that he was blocking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You really should watch the A&E documentary of Macho Man. It's wild.
All right.
It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube.
I have a documentary, but I haven't seen of him on DVD, but I haven't seen the A&E one.
Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those A&E wrestler biographies. Yeah, I'd like to
They're
see them.
really good.
Well, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what was the point of that.
Tony Schiavone. Want to be on TV? You can.
Who was he talking to?
Kid. Person behind the guardrail.
Yeah.
Maybe himself. I don't know. No one really panned over to who he was talking to.
UNC repping in Fargo, North Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Mott?
That's Stone Cold's music. Basically.
In essence, yes. So wait, so yeah, Kay, who did you pick for this?
Goldberg.
All right, I'm picking DDP. I'm throwing a an absolutely weird one out there.
Yeah,
Sold out.
you don't see that a whole lot.
No.
What would you say? Only about an hour and a half ago. Now he's in the role of the challenger. The chance to get the championship back. World's heavyweight title on the line. 4 corners match. No disqualification. There must be a winner.
Look, he's limping. Limping a little.
Mm-hmm.
Busted. He didn't do his yoga.
Kayfabe.
I really don't think DDP is actually going to retain his title, get his title back. It's most likely either Sting's retaining or Goldberg becomes champion. But it's definitely not Nash. I can tell you that with 100% confidence.
It's not Nash.
It's not Nash.
Why you say that?
100%. What?
Why you say that with 100% confidence?
There's no way in hell they're going to throw Sting the belt. Then dumb Kevin is going to come out there and then win the belt from Sting. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I would honestly, I would be more shocked if Kevin Nash wins tonight. I don't think so. Look at him. No way.
Yeah, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2. The Secret of the Ooze.
He could have been in the whole entire series, for all I care.
He played the Super Shredder.
Yeah, that was a good movie, though.
Yes, it was.
All right, where's security?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, the Santa murderer.
Last seen on this program as Santa Claus.
The man that can't wrestle. Goldberg.
Oh, he's fine. Couldn't wrestle in 1997. Sure. Or 98. A little. Sure. But he got better. He and DDP had a very good match at Halloween Havoc 98. Very good match.
We're going to have to watch that during Halloween season.
Yeah, they had a great
season.
Match, actually.
Is there any wrestling horror movies?
Yeah.
Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, that's what it's called, isn't it?
Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yeah, it's called like Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Do you guys have that movie?
Huh? What'd you say?
Do you guys have that movie?
No. It was on Peacock. I don't know if it still is. I haven't seen it before.
Is there a chance that we could watch that movie on a watch along during Halloween season?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
2013. All right, let's look at the cast.
A horror movie, CM Punk in a horror movie.
So Matt Hardy's in it. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Roddy Piper,
I
Kurt
thought-
Angle, Rebby Sky. What the hell's Rebby Sky?
That's Matt Hardy's wife.
Huh. Assad. Ryan Mitchell. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I doubt it's good, but you never know. Might be fun.
Hey, you know what? I don't see why not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. If it
I'll
sucks,
give
it
it a-
sucks.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll give it a watch.
I'll pay the $4 for it on YouTube or whatever.
By the same token, if he just sits back and watches him, he also allows these other three wrestlers to touch themselves out. Goldberg swinging out towards Page, holding the pad in. So now the three men, one man who gets the pinfall, who gets the submission, who becomes the world champ. Sting early tonight. Won this bloodline, defeated Page to become the world champ. So he's the
Goldberg has still only lost one match at this point. That was to Kevin Nash.
Right, 98.
hmm
Remember, WCW officials did sign Sting to defend against Goldberg, the world title twin.
I believe it only still only lost one match.
Already signed to come out
Yeah, listen, fans still behind them. They really ended that winning streak too soon. They fucked that up.
Goldberg picks up Sting.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Good.
Yeah.
Like that Verizon commercial. You know, remember the guy where he would be like in different spots?
Yeah.
He'd say, "Oh, can you hear me? Good.
That was me.
That was you.
That was me.
Shit. That's pretty crazy. Why'd you give it up?"
For the fame, wasn't for me.
Understandable.
Big booting everyone. I was never a big Kevin Nash fan.
He didn't really do much.
No, he doesn't exactly. That's the best. I mean, that's the best way to sum up Kevin Nash. He doesn't really do much. There's only a couple Kevin Nash matches that are decent, and that was when he fought Bret Hart. Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
He's thinking about one DDP. Diamond Dallas Page. Be a while before he can come back, but you know the athlete that he is. Hogan will be back. As he watches on a million watch on. Who will emerge the world champion in this fourth quarter of his qualification match here tonight? Goldberg, a series of headbutts. Lifts Page up into the air. Where's he going to take him? Straight down. Reverse slam by Goldberg. Just waits for Sting to get up. Meanwhile, Big Sexy York into the corner. He'll try to make it come. Got a man, look at him. That was a super move attempt that time by Kevin Nash trying to get there.
Bam.
Move by Goldberg. Stinger smash. Goldberg goes down in the heat. But this Nash is going to cover Goldberg. Right now, Kevin Nash wrestling a very smart four-corner match. Just covering men off with great moves by other men. Kevin Nash reaches, picks up Sting. Salto slam, 1, 2, no. Discus Lariat missed. Almost kick. There's Nash again. And Nash almost won it again. Oh, that time on Goldberg. I think he's head there with the knee of DDP. Sting makes a cover. And Page is out. Look at Nash now, covers Page. He'll try it again, but no. Other side, Steve tries a cover. We'll give Randy Anderson a lot of credit. He stayed right with each and every attempt at a pinfall here. Four-man wall ball. That big world heavyweight title. Why not? Sting the world champ in the receiving end of the wall, but not Big Sexy.
When's the Puppy Bowl?
I think it's 2 p.m., isn't it? 2 p.m.
Oh, it already started.
Yeah.
The world heavyweight title and put it on the line here again. In the shadows, Scorpion coming. Slamboree, Scorpion is on. Gotta turn him. Long legs of Kevin Nash.
Start taping it?
You can set it if you want to.
It's okay, it's too late. Maybe your mom recorded it.
Maybe.
We have to set stupid Patrick's to record.
Okay.
You have to help me remember.
I will. Oh, shit. There's Randy Savage.
He's not in this match.
No, he's not.
That shouldn't be allowed.
It's no DQ. So Goldberg had it won there. Bam. Brass knucks and a diamond cutter.
No fucking way.
And that's it. Two-time.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn.
Yo, they're throwing shit at him.
That kid tried to steal his title. Did you see that?
Yeah. What is that? A smoke bomb? What is that? Somebody threw like a smoke bomb. What the fuck was that?
I think it was a smoke bomb.
I can't believe I got that right.
Bam. DDP won and got the fuck out of there. Well, folks, that was WCW Monday Nitro from April 26, 1999. It was a strange show for sure. I think it was a pretty good show. It was entertaining. It was different. You can say that for sure. We had Ric Flair in the mental institution. And as I can see on my preview, and May 17th, he and Charles Robinson come out with matching robes. So that's interesting. I wish we could just watch Nitro every goddamn week. That'd be fun.
We could. Not
well,
like we can't.
Well, that might be something to think about, actually. Might be something to think about.
Start from season 1.
Yeah, that might be something to think about. But anyway, so for this episode, we had Sting, who's the focus this month for us, win the belt from Diamond Dallas Page in a very good match, very good singles match, and then lose it in a Four Corners match, lose it right back to DDP as DDP pinned Kevin Nash. Didn't even involve Sting, and Sting lost his world title. So he held the belt for about an hour and a half or so. And that's the breaks sometimes, you know. But yeah, pretty historic night for Sting. That was his shortest title reign ever, of course. And yeah, pretty entertaining episode of Nitro. So let's get it. Best match on the show, worst match on the show, and rating out of 5. Kay?
Best match was the Sting versus DDP singles match.
Mhm.
Worst match was the Randy Savage Big Papa Pump.
Well, let's not rate
nothing
that. That was a
match.
nothing. Let's not count that.
It counts.
Let's not count that.
But that was my worst match. I didn't come up with a second worst match.
Well, that was nothing. Let's pick a match that
Well,
actually.
you're gonna have to come back to me because I gotta think about it.
Okay. Rating?
4.5. It loses 0.5 for the terrible mental institution scenes.
Oh. 4 and 4.5.
Yeah. Bones, of course.
All right, Dylan.
The whole show sucked. No, I'm kidding. I also agree. DDP Sting match was really good. I really liked the hardcore match too, as well. The Conan match, I think, has to be the one I'm not a fan of. It was good, but they could have done without it. I'll go 4 bones out of 5.
Okay.
I didn't mind the mental institution stuff. I thought that was funny. So.
Yeah. It was funny. As for me, best match I think was the Sting and DDP singles match. Definitely.
Yeah.
Very good match for the world title. Worst match probably was the Bam Bam Bigelow Eric Watts squash match, but I'm not going to count that because it was a squash match.
That was going to be my second choice. Are you going to eliminate my second choice also?
Yes, eliminated.
It was a squash match. So I'll probably say the Conan Bryan Adams match.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, it was okay.
It was good too, but it wasn't like.
It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
Just kind of there. Not a lot going on. It wasn't great. No stakes. Just, whatever. Not the match you want to start the show off with. I don't know what they were doing there. They should have gone with a cruiserweight match or something, but
yeah.
They didn't ask me, but
they should have.
They should have, yeah. So I'm gonna get, but yeah, the hardcore match was probably my second favorite as well. I was expecting a lot out of the Rey Mysterio and Psychosis match, and didn't.
That was also going to be my match that I didn't enjoy, only because, like you said, Psychosis and Rey didn't really put up a interesting fight, but it definitely set the scene for the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
I also was torn between that Raven and the Armstrongs.
Oh,
the 2-on-1 handicap.
True.
As well. Yeah. So there's 3. There's 3 for you. There's 3.
But yeah, the Rey Mysterio and Psychosis, those guys have had classics together, but this was not one of them. It wasn't bad. It just was underwhelming. That's all. Anyways, but the show overall, I give 4.5 bones out of 5. It was a pretty entertaining show. The pace kept up. Roddy Piper was there. He was entertaining. I was kind of. I mean, I guess this is from 25 years ago, but it was just kind of sad the amount of dead wrestlers we saw.
Yeah.
Ryan Adams, Rick Rude, Roddy Piper. Who else was dead? Bam Bam Bigelow. It's just sad. That's all. I mean, people that could have, by their age, very well could have been with us, today. So it's just sad. Randy Savage. I missed one of the biggest ones. Randy Savage.
Yeah. Sad.
But anyway, folks, that is the show for today. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed watching an episode of Monday Nitro as we're on our run of watching some of Sting's greatest matches. We are going to be back next week at the same time, 12:45 on Sunday, watching another event with another great Sting match. It will probably be a WCW event. I haven't picked it yet, but it's probably going to be a WCW event. But watch our X account. There will be an announcement during the week for what the event is. But we'll be here at 12:45, and then of course tomorrow night we'll be on 6 p.m. live on YouTube right here and on X for our weekly show, AEW Weekly, where we talk about AEW Collision. We'll talk about AEW Dynamite this week. We give our top 5 rankings for men, women, and teams in AEW. We take a closer look at some of the angles going on in AEW, kind of try to figure out where we think they're going. We'll take a closer look at a picked AEW star, kind of analyze their career, where they at in their career, how things are looking for them, and more. So that's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. AEW Weekly right here on YouTube. No Bones About Wrestling. Dylan, you got stuff you want to promote, I'm sure.
Well, you're missing something about Tuesday.
Tuesday, we're having a booking show called Who Booked This Shit? And we're going to be talking about AEW Revolution. That's Tuesday at 8 p.m. It'll be on YouTube here as well. And we're going to be talking all about AEW Revolution and kind of doing some fantasy booking of it. Talking about the real booking, but doing some fantasy booking as well. And that's an interesting show.
You got some other people on there with you too, don't you?
Yeah. Dylan's going to be there. Wolf's going to be there. Who else? Leo from
Byron, I think, is
going
coming.
to be there. Byron from the Flex Zone is going to be there. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
A great show. So yeah, check that out. Tuesday at 8 p.m. Who Booked This Shit? Definitely a good one to watch about AEW Revolution.
Yeah.
And
I love that title, Byron.
Yeah.
Love that title.
And Dylan, what else do you want to promote?
I have, as I look at my calendar, tomorrow night we're doing a Raw watch along, 7:50 p.m. Right here on what the hell? Right here on the Last Week of Wrestling podcast. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of commentary and stuff. It's going to be myself, I think Leo, Wolf, and maybe another guest or two, Wrestling Bros or Gladiators, not 100% sure. But then on top of that, we have, of course, AEW Dynamite, as well as Friday Night SmackDown. Since there is going to be no Collision this Saturday for the next 2 weeks, we'll figure out something to do for Saturday for the time being. But we also have the lovely Madison Morgan coming on Thursday at either 7 or 8 p.m. We're still trying to figure out a time. And she's an up-and-coming Danish wrestler, just started in the indie pro wrestling scene. And I'm very excited to have her on Thursday to talk about her career, her journey, what got her into wrestling, and some of her intergender matches that she's been having over in Denmark. So that's going to be very exciting to talk to her. And then we are going to be doing SmackDown Watch Along as well as Rampage this Friday coming up. And that's it. Yeah, there's no collision, so it's weird not saying there's anything happening for Saturday.
Yeah, we'll figure out maybe something for Saturday, or maybe have a Saturday off. Maybe we'll just take a Saturday off.
I mean,
We'll take a
Very
Saturday
nice.
off. We'll take a Saturday off, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. See if there's anything else, but yeah, maybe Saturday will be off.
All right, well, folks, that is it for right now. And one last reminder: we'll be back, as I said, tomorrow night, AEW Weekly, 6 p.m. live on YouTube. Kay, Fabulous, and I bring you everything about AEW, and catch the Retro Wrestling Watch Along 12:45 every Sunday. And we'll be back next week with another show featuring a classic Sting match. As Mick Foley would say, have a nice day. Bye.